boys, it is a fresh one. What is up? It is here, Prep 2025, episode 1 of the Prep series. Nothing fancy, we're getting straight stuck into the ins and outs of prep this year. So we're on actually day 6, Sunday the 11th or 12th? I'm not 100% sure. First week of prep is coming to an end, and I'm glad I'm starting it now so we can obviously get stuck into it after the first week, and things are going to start ramping up. We've a lot of weeks just last snare pod. So we're out for steps this morning with the little man. We did have a break from a few walks while he was recovering after his little accident, but we're back to it, and it's been a good week. It's been a good first week of prep. Are you alright, lad? And as I said, these videos are going to be the ins, the outs, with a mix of a load of different videos throughout, and really show you what a prep does look like and what it takes to go from where we are right now to get ready for the stage. We are currently about 24 weeks out. The first show is June the 28th. And that's the only show we have on the calendar right now, but that's the show we are gunning for. It's a PCA first timers show, and that's what I'm aiming for right now, and that's all I'm worried about, is getting ready for that and just doing exactly what needs to be done every single day. If you're not from Ireland, you might see a little bit of snow here. You're seeing the end of what was the most snow I've probably ever seen in my whole 23 years of being alive, and now it's just slowly turning into slush. So the country's been kind of on lockdown for about a week, with the roads not being able to get out onto the roads. Just, it's grand for a couple of days, but like, people were losing electricity, no water, and it was right at the start of prep, and I was like, if this is happening now, like, and this is not the way to start prep. But that's all kind of cleared, and we've just been doing the do every single day since. Today is actually meant to be a rest day, but we actually have legs on plan because we couldn't get them done on Friday when they were supposed to be done. So legs are going to go down today. We are actually training out of the new Bodybuilding in Limerick as well, which I'm very happy about. I'm really enjoying it. Danielle is also back training with me as well, and back training well, and she's back on top of her food, which just makes the whole process for me a lot easier. And you know, I'm happy for her to, you know, feel better about herself, and then have, you know, stuff to work towards for herself as well alongside work, because it's crazy busy. Like this first week of 2025, or we're 2 weeks into it now, have been just absolutely mental, you know, and I'm hoping it'll stay the exact same for the entire year, so, you know, we can just cruise along and do everything we need to do, and, you know, have this prep obviously be that driver for me to just get up and get what I need to get done every single day, and have that there, you know, and have all those boxes to tick. I'm nearly out of breath, lad. Food shopping to do. We've also moved to Tesco a little bit, because Tesco's right outside the gym to get food, which is nice. Sad, I know, but it is what it is. And then I'll run you through exactly what the plan is and exactly what the setup is for prep. I'll also chuck in here my first check-in of prep as well. I was planning to record on that day. I started off with great intentions, but you know, the day just got away on me. But from this week on, videos are going to be coming in fast and coming in thick for this entire journey that we're about to go on, and I want to take you on it with me, because again, as I said, YouTube is 100% my favorite platform. The hardest to do, you know, the one that takes the most work, but you just can't beat it. You just can't beat it. You cannot beat someone hitting that subscribe button, you know, going in to YouTube, seeing that someone else is subscribed. It just hit that subscribe button, follow along. We've got a big long prep ahead of us. There's going to be plenty of ups and downs, but I also want to, you know, take you through it, teach as many people as I possibly can, and also just show the journey of, you know, going from where I am now, starting off, to obviously getting up on stage for the very first time. First timer. We are aiming for bodybuilding and also men's physique. We're also going to do men's physique because why not? Fuck it. Right, that is first 5,000 steps done. I'm going to go in, crack on with a little bit of work. We've got 2 planned setups to do today. If you didn't already know, coaching link is in the description below. If you want to get on board before the end of January, do click that, book in for a call. We'll go through everything. Sorry, I've got a podcast in. Do book in for a call. We'll go through everything about where you're at right now, the struggles you've been having, where you want to go, and all the actions that we're going to take to obviously get you in that position you want to get into. So do click that link below, even if you just want to have a chat and go through what we do at Team CBC. Do that. Team CBC, CBC in 12 challenge kicked off last week as well. And we also have the first group photo shoot date locked in. So if a photo shoot is something you want to do early summer, be in the best shape of your life for the summer, that is something that you might want to get in touch about fairly soon. Spaces are going to be very limited because there's only so many people that can be shot on the day of the photo shoot, and we want you to have enough time to obviously get your pictures and, you know, enjoy the day as much as possible and make it, you know, an experience that you'll never forget. So do click the link below for all coaching needs. My Instagram is also down there as well for like daily updates. As much as I want to be updating here, Instagram, there's stuff going up there the whole time. This is the current situation here where I work from. A little bit messy, but that's the story. I was faced the other way around, but I just turned it around now. I think it's better set up as a whole. We're setting up food for pre-workout meal, and then post-workout pretty much the exact same. We'll do a full day of eating next week to run through everything in terms of food and the changes to what food is looking like at the moment, but nice and simple. Everything is really easy. I'm eating 5 meals a day. I've made myself a meal plan so I can just have everything the exact same macros every single day and just know exactly what I'm taking in and not have to think about it, you know, not have to think about tracking, but not have to think about, you know, putting new foods into my fitness plan putting new foods into my fitness plan and everything every single day. Daniela's eating a caramel bowl from My Macro Meals, also stocked in TBB, in Kuna, in Tempo Cafe. The protein balls, the protein bowls, the overnight oats are all in there, so get in and get one of them with the coffee as well. The coffee is really good. So we're getting this in. She'll open the sunbeds, and then around 12:30, 1 o'clock we'll be training. I should be sacked from this YouTube then. I was like on the second last exercise. I was recording it for Instagram. I was like, shit, forgot to bring the camera in. So we're back where you last found me. It is 6:10 in the evening, so like 7 hours later. Picked up a new scales inside in the shop. Also did a small little top up on food in Tesco. Spent €9 on batteries, and it has a battery inside in it. I should have fucking checked that, shouldn't I? But the scales has been kind of not tracking stuff, but it just like has a mind of its own. Now, how do I get this fucking... Right, if you haven't picked up a scales and you're not tracking your food already, 2 weeks, 3 weeks into the year, 12 quid, Home Savers or Home Store and More, whichever one it was. We're 2 meals in. I'm going to get the third meal in now. And then not much left to do this evening. We're going to sit down, have a little chat, run through the plan of action, talk a little bit more about shows, talk a little bit more about the setup at the moment and what the next couple of weeks are going to look like. I know this first episode is kind of not great, nothing special, but we're on week 1. We have a long way to go, and I don't want you to get sick of me. So we're going to ease our way in. They're going to be very in-depth, long, raw videos on everything. A lot of training, obviously a lot of food, a lot of just life in general, going through prep and how we're managing it, how we're managing work alongside everything, and I hope I can help a few people along the way. Whether that is from stuff to do with food, just everything in general. So we're the next day, Monday the 13th. So we just moved into week 2 of prep. I have the laptop here in front of me. I also have pre-workout meal. I'm going to run through the plan of action and the full breakdown of this prep and the plan for this prep. And then once this video is out the way, you know, we can get really stuck in. And then every month we can do like a recap on how the whole month as a whole has gone. But it'll be the, you know, day-to-day, weekly videos, stuck fully into it, bringing you fully along the journey with me. That will be, you know, the exciting part. And I also have Don booked in. We're running it back. Haven't had him behind the camera in front of me for a long time. So we're going to get that done very, very soon as well. So today is 13th January. Week 1 of prep is done. We'll run through also the adjustments that came through this morning from Keen. And I'll also pop pictures from week 1 to week 2 on the screen. Not much of a difference. Like, I'm ready to get back on blast now. I really am. You know, I do feel it, and I feel the difference, to be fair. But I'm also changing sources of my gear as well. So we're going to see if things will change as the weeks go along. I feel a bit rusty on YouTube after taking like a week off. The last week has been absolutely mental. So let me pull myself up here, the sheets, the full plan of action, and we'll run through it really quickly. It's 3:10. I have a call at 3:30, so we'll make it short and snappy, and then myself and Danielle are off to the gym. This is meal 2, chicken and rice. I can't wait to do a full day of eating because I have a meal plan pretty much laid down now. And it's just going to be sticking to that meal plan every day. And then when Key makes a change, we can just make an adjustment to the meal plan and just be really simple and just keep it the same. I want to have as many days as I can, you know, throughout the week, just set up the same so we can keep all variables the same. So let's go back to week 41. Started prep last Monday, the 6th of January at 90.3 kilo. And we finished the week out at 89. This morning, we were 88.6. So we're 1.7 kilo down in the first week and a bit. What that is literally fuck all fat. You know, it's just going to be that tiny drop in food and just getting nailed in with the nutrition being the big thing. No off-plan meal during the week. These are all things that make a huge difference. You know, steps being back at a moderate level at 12,000 every single day, and most days we're a little bit higher than that. So we've that 1.7 of a kilo drop straight away. Our starting food, which hasn't been adjusted today, thankfully. Appetite did go last week as well, and it's, you know, slowly started to pick up there over the last 2 days again, which is good. Well, kind of good, not great, but we'll run with it. Starting macros. Training days are 3,040 calories, 220 protein, 450 grams of carb, 40 grams of fat. And then rest days are 2,830, 220 protein, 375 carb, and 50 grams of fat. So not too bad considering for me. Hopefully we can lose a nice chunk of weight on that again this week. And then next week we'll probably come with some food adjustments. Cardio next of all. Cardio was just added in this morning. 7 days, so cardio every single morning. 15 minutes fasted as much as possible. It's okay at the minute, but when your Yohimbine gets added in, that will have to be go fasted because your Yohimbine needs to be used in a fasted state, and putting cardio in with that, it will speed things up ever so slightly. So 15 minutes, 105 minutes total cardio. So that's the plan of action. 12,000 steps a day, 105 minutes cardio for the week, so 15 minutes every morning. And then training is on our usual setup. Push on a Monday, density on a Tuesday, rest on a Wednesday, push on a Thursday, lower on a Friday, and then pull and delts on a Saturday. Again, as much as possible. 5 sessions throughout the week, 2 rest days, rest ideally on a Wednesday and rest on a Sunday then again for the week ahead. So that is the plan of action moving forward. It kind of just came, you know, obviously because it was moved forward that couple of weeks, it just kind of just came out of nowhere, which is good, and I'm glad for it. Because we're just stuck into it now, you know, and it's exciting, you know, it is exciting getting lean. I love getting lean, and it's the best position I've ever started a diet in, which is good for my first prep for the stage, and I'm really excited for it. So we've got a long road ahead. As I said, first week done and dusted. First show that we are aiming for is 28th of June. It's a PCA first timer show in Derby. So we'll see if that's like, again, depending on where condition is at, we'll either do that men's physique or bodybuilding. Who knows? And then I do think like between shows is where the condition will really come, bridging between shows. I think I spoke about it on a story the other day, so head over to Instagram. That's where I'm, updating stuff a lot. But we will be doing it here too. So bridging between shows, I think, is where a lot of the condition will come. But I'm striving for as much condition as possible for this first show. I know, you don't want to be fucked for the first show and then, get worse for the second show. You want to keep getting better between shows or holding what you can do. But it's my first prep, it's the first time I'm going to take it all the way there. And we'll just have to see what way things fare out. But I'm looking forward to, obviously, new training setup, new, training environment. Dan is really, locked back in with me as well, which makes things a lot easier on the food front, even though she's cooking like fucking nice meals now that I can't have. Even though I could, like, the mindset I have is I just need, just my simple meals, tracked by myself, cooked by myself. And that's just the way I am. That's the way I've been in majority of my preps. But that's the way we'll run it. We'll be back probably with a full day of eating in the next video. And then also, we're going to get stuck into our training and run through the full training setup. We've got obviously a lot of time ahead of us to get a lot of videos done. I want to help you out as much as possible this year, whether you're looking to do your first prep, photo shoot preps. As I said, we also have our first photo shoot date locked in. So again, if you are in need of help or you are in need of wanting to do a photo shoot, get in touch. All right, do reach out. By the end of the month is when everyone will definitely be busy starting prep for that photo shoot. So now is the time to get in touch and get on board. We'll have a call. We'll lay out a timeline, what the year for you will look like, and we'll just get the ground running from there. But yeah, excited. I want to keep these videos up. I want to keep things moving as much as possible. I appreciate everyone who follows along, everyone who's recently subscribed. If you haven't already, subscribe. I really do appreciate it. Drop the video a like. Comment down below what you'd love to see throughout this entire prep series. They will get a lot more exciting and a lot less boring than this. This is the first one out the way. We also need to come up with a name for the prep series. If I had it my way, I probably would delete all this video that you're just after watching and have made a much more interesting and exciting one, but it is what it is. This is just the general daily runnings of life. So that is week 1 wrapped up. Prep video 1 wrapped up. We need a name for the series. We do need a name for the series.